It is a neurological condition called
Personally, there have been times when it's been quite intense and therefore quite overwhelming or distracting. There's been times in which the synesthetic experience is stronger than the non-synesthetic experience of the world, and therefore that takes my focus away from the real world, and therefore, but only for a brief second. Like I can remember one time I was cycling, and a bus stopped, and the hydraulic brakes, which make a lot of noise, and that created this sense of the shape, this massive shape, sort of spinning around my head, and it made me stop, because at that moment I wondered, sort of instinctively I thought, oh, what was that? But actually, immediately afterwards I realized, that was a photism from the sound. It was a visual photism from the sound, and it was gone by then anyway, and so I just cycled onwards. But it was at the same time, although it was distracting and made me stop my bike, it was really exciting. It was a thrilling feeling, and I think that's something that happens as well when the synesthesia is quite intense. It also comes with quite an emotive experience. When I was younger, there was no question. It was, that's what it was. It was the sounds and the shapes were the same, and I get really excited about them. And that's why I think I became very interested in music. I mean, a lot of people are interested in music with synesthesia, without synesthesia, but I remember an early experience in primary school. It would have been elementary school in the States. I was living in Seattle, and there was an older boy who came out of the music room playing a trumpet. I'm sure he played terribly, but what I saw was, I heard the sounds, but also what I saw was so exciting. It was this sort of blasting kind of crystal shapes of light. And that was just like, wow, that's awesome. It was but it wasn't anything weird. It was just, that's what it was. For time, they're usually more simple, but for sound, they're very organic. If it's a liquid sound, often it has a liquid sound. It's like a sound of water might be quite plasmatic, sort of like jellyfish or something. I didn't understand when I first sort of became an artist that I had something that was different, or even, I didn't talk about synesthesia, but I did talk about the shape and the texture and the weight and the sort of more tangible visual aspects of sound than normal. But I didn't think of it as anything. But I did art about it. I would take the pieces of sound that created synesthesia and put them together to create images. Set up metal cups in water and tapped on them to make the shape stand out more. So, yellow and blue are quite strong contrasts, so using them. And this is more of a almost metallic spinning sound. Often I might say it would be dull, but I don't think it would. I think I would just find what I have interesting. I think we're always, our senses are always a bit incomplete of reality. So, and it's just a construct in the brain. So, I can't really imagine what sound would be like without shape. You can have sounds, and you can have vision, you can have texture, or touch, or you can have this thing which is the union of them. And it becomes second nature. It's not like I've always got, this. I mean, I do have this sort of these shapes that are moving around me, but it's not like something abnormal. It's not. I mean, it is to someone else, but it feels very natural. It's the way things are.